Hey, what is up you guys? It's your boy straydog here. We're back at it again with another video. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to whatever time you're watching this. So for this one, we have another reaction video in our hands. This one is an anime reaction video. This one is coming from One Punch Man. This is for the new S-Class rankings post Monster Association arc. This is, so spoiler alert to those who haven't read the manga, to those who haven't read it yet. Yeah, spoiler alert, but these are the new rankings. So like in anime, I mean like in One Piece, this is like the revelation of the new bounties. This one is for the rankings, S-Class rankings for post Monster Association arc, coming from One Punch Man. So let's check this one out. If you haven't already though, please do subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's get right on with the video.
The Monster Association arc proved to be the greatest challenge the S-Class has ever faced and showcased some truly incredible feats from individual S-Class members, along with exposing some serious shortcomings from others. That's why today I'll be breaking down what I think is a much deserved re-ranking of the S-Class post Monster Association. Some of the changes I made to the rankings are no-brainers, but I will say the top 5 might leave you very surprised, but just bear with me till the end and I'm sure I'll have you convinced. But really quick before we get into it, if you guys enjoy One Punch Man and One Punch Man related content like this, then you literally do not need to go anywhere else. I post One Punch Man content multiple times a week, from theory videos, general discussions like this one, and also chapter reviews, where I do pride myself in being probably one of the first YouTubers to get a chapter review out once a chapter is released. So you definitely want to be subscribed with notifications on so you can be the first person to know as soon as a chapter drops. But alright, let's get into this list. So before we get started, I do want to preface this by saying that I'm not taking any webcomic events into consideration with this list. So for our purposes, we're going to operate with the assumption that there is no major changes to the actual personnel of the S-Class other than Bang's retirement, although Bang will still be ranked here. So with that being said, let's get into it, and we kick these S-Class hero rankings off with Tank Top Master.
Okay, so this is his like his own ranking, I guess, for this one. Okay, let's see if we can agree with this list, or we can disagree with the list. If you have like your own differences, put it down there in the comment section down below.
Tank Top Master is known to be one of the physically strongest heroes in the S-Class, and proved it during the Monster Association arc when we see him flinging a transmission tower and even a large size building with the help of Fubuki. But unfortunately, this is where his feats end in this arc, as he is relegated to more of a support role because his only major fight was against Fura Ugly, which resulted in him getting one of the most severe beatings that we've ever seen in the series. His lack of relevant feats in this arc and being so much weaker than lower dragon level threats drops him to 17 in the S-Class rankings. So moving on to someone that actually took a little bit of a step up, we have Puri Puri Prisoner. Now Puri Puri Prisoner is another hero known to have incredible physical strength, but has also been seen to have a crazy amount of durability. He was able to defeat Freehugger, a demon level threat, by simply hugging him to death despite being covered in spikes. During his fight with Bakuma, another demon level threat, he gained a new ability called the Vibrating Dark Angel Rush, which helped him easily take care of the elephant-like monster. He was also able to withstand attacks from Neon, a dragon level threat, where his rapid healing factor was highlighted and allowed him to gain his new bristle armor ability. By the end of the arc, he received some much needed power buffs and was a crucial support character toward the end of the arc, but his failure to put up much of a fight against an unmonsterized Garo or Neon keeps him low on the list. Moving on to someone that doesn't—
well, that's Garu though. Like he's supposed to be beaten up by the insane bad guy Garu.
See his rank change here is Metal Bat. Now Metal Bat keeps his original place in the rankings primarily because he was absent from most of the arc due to his battle with Elder Centipede and Garo. However, his impressive battle against Sage Centipede keeps him from falling in the rankings. He may not have been able to deal much damage to Sage Centipede on his own, but his and Garo's combined attacks were strong enough to heavily damage one of the most physically truly intimidating dragon level threats that we've ever seen. This battle, along with the potential he has with his fighting spirit ability, help him keep from falling in the ranks. Now at number 14, we have Super Alloy Darkshine. Darkshine started this arc pretty strong by highlighting his insane durability during the beginning stages of the Monster Association raid, and proved to be a physical powerhouse by obliterating Bug God's extremely durable body with a single blow. Where his stock really starts to drop off here is in the latter part of the arc, where he is both physically and mentally dominated by Garo, Vomitifera Ugly, and Golden S. Each one of these fights...
Yo, but that's Garo though. Again, holy shit, this cat. Hey, yo, relax. The cat.
Proved how mentally weak Darkshine really is, because by the time Golden S was done with him, Darkshine had suffered a full mental breakdown and some serious physical injuries from Vomitifera Ugly's stomach acid. His otherworldly physical power cannot be ignored, but his extremely weak mental fortitude causes him to drop a few spots in the rankings. Moving on to rank.
This guy seems like an upgraded version of Puri Prisoner and Tank Top. The tank top guy. It's like he's a better version of both of those guys. So yeah, I can see why. I can see that. But I think, well, because of his feats, I guess. But I would have liked to see Puri Prisoner higher in this list. But anyways.
13, we have Watchdog Man. Now, Watchdog Man was the least involved S-Class hero in this entire arc because he was literally nowhere to be found the entire time, choosing to sit this one out and continue to protect Q City. It's tough to drop him very far in these rankings, seeing as how his ability to keep an entire city safe single-handedly is pretty damn incredible, and his seemingly mysterious and untapped potential really makes you wonder if he should even be this low in the rankings at all. However, his total lack of involvement in this arc causes him to drop a spot. Next up, we have Pig God. Pig God is one of the heroes on this rankings list where he doesn't do anything in this arc that causes his stock to drop necessarily, but other S-Class heroes were impressive enough to jump him. He took out demon level threats like Eyesight and the Great Food Tub pretty easily, but seemed to have a really hard time fighting Gums, a dragon level threat, to the point that he was almost killed by Gums before being saved by Tatsumaki. He played a crucial role in clearing up the battlefield and getting wounded people to safer locations, and on top of that, his fat stores were crucial to saving Tank Top Master's life. Carrying such a crucial support
this fucking guy, man. What is wrong with you? Relax. Go down. Sit. Be a good boy.
In this arc, this keeps him safely near the top 2/3 of the S-Class. So moving on to one of my favorites is Zombie Man. Zombie Man's insane regeneration was put on full display in this arc in his fights with demon level threat Pureblood and dragon level threat Homeless Emperor. Although he wasn't able to overpower Pureblood at first and even sustain some heavy damage, Zombie Man was able to outlast him and eventually get the upper hand and looked freaking badass while he was doing it. It wasn't until his fight with Homeless Emperor where his shortcomings were really highlighted, because we see that all it takes is high-powered long-range attacks to keep him from even being able to touch you. He was able to get the last laugh on him, but that doesn't ignore the glaring disadvantage in combat that was highlighted in this fight. Zombie Man is one of my favorite characters, like I said, so it was hard dropping him a few spots, but I think the other heroes above him on this list are more deserving of being in the top 10 currently. Kicking off the top 10, we have Metal Knight. So Metal Knight is another S-Class hero who sees his rank drop due to pretty much being a non-factor during this entire arc. Yeah, he was crucial in dealing with the aftermath of the battle, but his total lack of involvement otherwise makes it tough to keep him at his 6th spot. However, it's impossible to deny the destructive power of his robot army, and his ability to provide aid on such a massive scale when he feels like doing it keeps him in the top 10. So after Metal Knight, we have Drive Knight. Drive Knight is yet another hero that was pretty absent for the majority of the arc, but definitely not to the extent of Watchdog Man and Metal Knight. Drive Knight proved to be a genius tactician by easily defeating Neon, a dragon level threat, by using data on him that he recovered prior to that fight. He was also crucial in helping to finish off Sairochi when he merged with Genos and pulled off some pretty impressive feats with him. However, his lack of support to the other heroes otherwise keeps him from rising in the ranks. Also, being a total douche by draining an entire stretch of City's power simply to recharge his energy reserves almost made me drop him a bit, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't think people talk about that enough. That was a total douche move. Anyways, moving on. At number 8, we have Atomic Samurai. Now, Atomic is someone who I really didn't think deserved to be ranked 4th in the S-Class to begin with, even before this entire arc, but this arc kind of confirmed that feeling for me. Yeah, he was able to handle Rhino Wrestler pretty easily, and his matchup against Black S was probably the worst opponent he could have possibly faced, seeing as how their abilities definitely matched up poorly, but it doesn't take away from how completely powerless he was against Black S. He provided very little support otherwise, and didn't have any more relevant feats in the arc. The only thing that kept him from falling even farther in these rankings is the fact that he seems to have gotten a serious power buff from the Sunblade he received from Nichiren, which allowed him to easily cut off one of Golden S's arms. Now moving on to number 7, we have Bang. So Bang,
let's go, Bang, let's go.
Bang is another hero that didn't do anything to hurt his rankings in the arc on his own, but was outshined by heroes above him on this list. He proved that even in his old age, he can pose a very real threat to powerful monsters with how he was able to hold his own against Overgrown Rover. He was also able to totally embarrass Fira Ugly and put up a very good fight against Monsterized Garo. His fights with all these dragon level threats keep him in the top 10, but
he's the master, the former master of Garo though, so like if someone can stand up against Garo, he would be that person. But yeah, Monster Garo.
His retirement leaves this slot empty in reality. Let me know in the comments below who you think deserves to be in this number 7 slot.
Well, then the previous one will just go up in ranking, and then the 17th will be the 16th, and on and so forth. I think if that's the logic that's to be followed in this one.
And to spice it up, give me a hero that isn't in the S-Class originally. So let's see it. But getting to number 6, we have Genos. Yep, our boy Genos gets the biggest bump in this whole entire list, and deservedly so. His new True Spiral Incineration Cannon was able to negate one of Sairochi's massive blasts, which was strong enough to literally remove a large part of the Earth's crust. Like, just trying to power scale that is unimaginable. It's so crazy.
Alright, stop biting me, you ass. This guy keeps on biting me. What the hell?
That Genos was able to just straight up negate one of these attacks. He also provided irreplaceable support to Tatsumaki, which allowed her to finish off Sairochi's giant form. This, along with the fact that Genos points out himself that his new upgrades allow him to destroy an entire meteor on his own, with even stronger upgrades probably coming, shoots him way up to rank 6. Now,
Genos is weird though. Like, the strength of Genos isn't from him. Like, it's given to him by the one upgrading him. So like, I think it will be safe. I think it will be like the logical thing to do here would be like equate Genos plus the professor as one hero. I don't know because like he gets stronger, sure, but that's only because of the upgrades, and those upgrades are given to him. It's not like he himself made the upgrades and all that. But well, maybe in a sense he himself made some parts of the upgrades, but and it you can say an argument can be said that, you know, he's the one utilizing those upgrades and making use of them and making the decisions. But still, man, it's a weird thing. It's not like he's like Metal Knight or that other knight guy thingy, the one who fucking this guy. It's not like him. But anyways, man, we move.
Sairochi's giant form. This, along with the fact that Genos points out himself that his new upgrades allow him to destroy an entire meteor on his own, with even stronger upgrades probably coming, shoots him way up to rank 6. Now, kicking off the top 5, we have Child Emperor. Now, don't let his lack of movement in the rankings fool you. Child Emperor was a crucial aspect of this Monster Association win. He proved to be a natural born leader by keeping communication amongst the S-Class and relaying important information to all of them throughout the entirety of the arc. He also proved to be an effective fighter by using his awesome fighting robot Brave Giant to defeat Phoenix Man, who had eventually become a powerful dragon level threat by the end of that fight. All this, along with him being responsible for the safe recovery of Oganma, makes him very deserving of staying in the top 5. And this arc really highlighted his potential to go even higher in the future. Now, I thought putting Genos at number 6 was pretty spicy, but I think that who I've placed in number 4 is even spicier in my opinion, and that hero is Flashy Flash. This is another hero that received a massive bump in these rankings. Flashy Flash proved to be the fastest and one of the most skilled fighters in the S-Class. He was able to single-handedly take care of 2 dragon level threats at the same time when he fought against Hellfire and Gale Wind. Even more impressive than that, he was able to go toe-to-toe with a monsterized Garo and Platinum S. Even though he was eventually taken out by Garo, I cannot stress enough how impressive it was for him to hang around in that fight for as long as he did, considering the insanely strong dragon level threats he was up against and the fact he didn't have his sword insta-kill at his disposal during it. Now, moving on to the spiciest but most well-deserved bump in the rankings. At number 3, we have King. That's right, our Lord and Savior King makes it to the top 3 of the S-Class in this list, and it's not even a debate. He was able to completely obliterate a monster with fear alone during this arc, and that's not even the most insane feat that he has. Nope, he soon outdid himself by using his ultimate attack, the ultimate Hellfire Burst Wave Motion Cannon, to completely embarrass Platinum S and Evil Natural Ocean. Somehow, he still had the energy to take Tatsumaki to safety after she had passed out from exhaustion, proving that King has some of the greatest stamina in the entire series. Okay, well, with all that being said, in all seriousness, I'm putting King at number 3 because he's King and no other real reason, to be honest. So you know what? You can go ahead and fight me in the comments.
He's fucking king, bro. He's king. He is king. So, yeah, he is king.
That's about it. I'll take it. But moving on to number 2, there is no surprise here that we have Tatsumaki. Now, Tatsumaki keeps her spot for very obvious reasons. This arc proved why she's known as one of the most terrifying beings alive, human or monsters included. Throughout the whole arc, she seemed to easily handle any opponent put in front of her, and it took a merger of Psychos, Orochi, and possibly some god intervention to push Tatsumaki to her absolute limit. She was able to uproot the entire Monster Association along with Z City and finish off what remained of Monster King Orochi. And we still haven't even mentioned how she single-handedly saved almost the entire S-Class from being destroyed by floating them to the surface while many of them were badly losing their respective fights. I don't think it really takes much convincing to prove why Tatsumaki deserves to keep her number 2 rank, and we could honestly say the same about the number 1 ranked hero on this list, Blast. Now, in all honesty, Blast would have stayed at his number 1 spot even if he hadn't made a cameo in this arc. However, we were fortunate enough to witness why he is truly the strongest hero in the S-Class, and it's not even close. He proved to be faster than Flashy Flash, physically stronger than any other hero other than Saitama by spinning an insanely heavy God Cube on one finger, and gave us a taste of his amazing arsenal of abilities. In his fight with Cosmic Fear Garo, we got to witness incredibly powerful moves like the Gravity Knuckle and Dimension Cannon. His hyperspace gates were also shown to have a very high level of utility, being able to teleport himself and others.
Yo, I want to talk about something. Have you heard of the fucking that one what you call this, that one fucking fan theory that Flashy Flash is Garo from a different universe, from a different basically a different universe. Like, he is Garo coming from that universe because of this fucking thing. This one, where was it? Is this
the strongest hero in the S-Class? And it's not
this one, because of this one. Like, these these what you call this, the silhouettes behind him or in front of him in this picture are like past villains in this universe of One Punch Man. So like, yeah, I don't know if you guys have heard of that. I just want to put that out there.
Even other than Saitama, by some amazingly powerful moves, have a very high level of utility, being able to teleport himself and others, and even being able to redirect Garo's insanely powerful attacks. All that being said, it still seems like we've barely scratched the surface of Blast's powers, but even so, he proved to be very well deserving of being the #1 ranked hero on top of the S-Class. Now at rank 0, we obviously have Saitama here because Saitama is of course the one above all and could wipe the floor with any one of these heroes, even if they all work together to fight him. But of course, Saitama goes almost completely unrecognized throughout this entire arc and doesn't even get credit for defeating Cosmic Fear Garo, which would easily put him up at rank 1. So to honor our boy Saitama, I'm gonna give him rank 0 in the S-Class to show that he truly is far and above anybody else that we could possibly mention in the series. So there you have it.
This fucking fight,
there is
that fucking fight.
New S-Class hero rankings.
Ending the fight before it even began, you know, time travel and that shit. But anyways,
let me know in the comments below if you guys agree with this list.
You guys
let me know in the comments.
Do you guys agree with the list? I kinda agree with the list. I'm not really mad at it. There's just I kind of wish Puri Prisoner was higher in the ranks. But yeah, anyways, that was that. New S-Class rankings post Mother Association arc ? I wonder what Saitama's new rank would be. Like, most probably high A. Hey! Shh! No, this cat is just fucking... Yeah, but most probably upper rank A. I don't know, but yeah. If you have any other comments or recommendations, put it down there in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But that will be it for this one, though. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Until next time, folks. Bye bye.